What's up guys? Today I'm going to show you how you can make your F-150 even more awesome by installing these WolfBox powered side steps on your F-150. So we're going to be installing these WolfBox powered side steps on this 2022 Super Crew short bed F-150. Installation of these powered side steps is going to be super straightforward. You don't need to do any drilling and there's very little wiring. It's actually a really simple install. The hardest thing that I encountered was just putting the actual steps on the brackets. It's really a straightforward job and you can definitely get it done in just a few hours. This kit does come with everything you need, all the hardware, all the wiring, and I will say the wiring harnesses were actually super high quality, way higher quality than I was expecting. The brackets and the arms, super heavy duty and high quality. These things feel absolutely solid when you step on them. All right, we're gonna get started off by installing the brackets to the linkages. There's 4 brackets, 4 linkages, and you're gonna take the provided carriage bolts, put them through the square holes, and take the bracket just like so. Place it over the linkage. And these nuts are 13 millimeter. All right, got all 4 brackets secured to the linkages. Now let's take them over to the truck. Okay, we're underneath the F-150 on the driver's side at the front. This is where the motorized linkage is gonna go. And we're gonna use these provided plastic isolators, slide them over the stud. This is just gonna provide protection here so it's not metal on metal contact and will prevent rust. So put 3 of these on. Then we're gonna take the motorized linkage and place this on the front. The driver's side is the one with the motor on the left. Probably hard to see, but we're going to use the provided washers and lock nuts to secure them to the factory studs. Do not fully tighten these nuts just yet. We're going to do that later. Okay, we have our 3 washers, nuts, and plastic isolators on this front driver's side linkage. Now we're going to go back here and install the rear bracket. All right, we're in the engine bay now. We're gonna be installing the main wiring harness and the ECU. Yes, these power steps come with a computer. This is pretty crazy. I have to say, these wiring harnesses that come with the kit, they are definitely very high quality, very nice, and they do a great job of labeling. So right here, these are labeled battery positive and battery negative. And then right here we have passenger side motor and driver side motor. And then these are gonna connect to the ECU. So this harness, we're gonna first connect it to the battery. We're going to remove this fuse and then loosely route it to the driver and passenger side. We're going to remove this 25 amp fuse for now, but we will reinstall it later. Connect the negative to negative. And of course, the positive wire to the positive terminal. This bundle of wire here, which are going to be connecting to the CAN bus system of the truck. It's labeled high and low. These are for the CAN signals. We're going to run these along with the driver's side motor wiring because this is going to connect to the body control module on the driver's side kick panel. So we're going to run these 2 together. Plug the harness into the provided controller for the steps. Pretty crazy to think that this comes with a computer. And they recommend mounting this around the battery area, but definitely away from something moving and something that produces a lot of heat. So it's up to you exactly where you mount it, but we're going to try to find a spot in this area to mount this. For now, I think I'm just going to sit it right here on this side of the battery. We're going to leave it loose, and I think probably the last thing we'll do is actually secure this. But now we can loosely route these wires towards the steps on the passenger and driver side. Now the kit comes with these Y or splitter harnesses for the LEDs that we can mount on the underside of the truck. There's two different lengths. One is significantly longer than the other. They intersect with the main power wire and basically go in between the motor and the main power wire that we ran down to the motor. One is only about 1 foot long. The other is very long. The instructions do not say which one goes where. I'm not sure why this one is so long. We have plenty of wire going down to that motor, but I think it makes sense to install the longer one on the driver's side and the shorter one on the passenger side, so that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, now that the wires are ran down to the motors, we're gonna install this LED Y harness, and that will allow us to use LEDs on the bottom of the truck. So yeah, I'm not sure why this one on the driver's side is so long. Here is the end of the connector that runs up to the engine bay. This is the beginning of the LED Y harness. And then it plugs into the motor there. So we have plenty of slack. And then this side gives you a connection here and one connection there for the LEDs that we're gonna mount underneath here. Okay, on the front driver's side, towards the very front, there's the tire. Locate this oval hole right here, and you can see this rubber grommet in there. We need to poke a hole through that rubber grommet, and we're gonna run the CAN bus wires through that grommet. If you peel back the carpet, that right there is the hole and grommet that we're trying to go through. So we'll poke a hole in this and run the wires through. We just used a screwdriver to poke a hole through that grommet. Now we can pull the wires through. Now we need to get to the body control module, which is this unit. We're gonna unplug this connector right here. The instructions tell us that we need to locate the green wire with a blue stripe and the white wire with a green stripe, and this is where we're gonna use our T-taps to tap into the CAN signal. It's pretty hard to see, but there are the two wires we're looking for. White with a green stripe and green with a blue stripe. It's pretty hard to see that blue stripe. Kind of blends in pretty well, but the two wires are next to each other. These taps are pretty simple to use. You just wrap it around the wire that you want to tap into, pinch it closed with a pair of pliers, and that'll make the connection. And then on the other end of the tap, you take your wire from the harness, stick it in there, and crimp it. Super, super simple. All right, we connected the high wire to the green wire with a blue stripe and the low wire to the white wire with a green stripe. Now we can plug this connector back into the body control module and clean this wiring up. All right, I got the LEDs plugged into the harness and I mounted them on this pinch weld right here, so the light will be shining down onto the step when the step opens. Here's the one on the front. And then the one on the rear. Plenty of wire to mount them pretty much wherever you want. And of course, make sure you clean the surface before sticking the 3M tape on there. Now that the wiring harness is ran and everything's connected, I did put the fuse back into the fuse holder. And now we can do a function test to bring this step down and install the boards. So if everything's done properly, this should come down when we open the door. Yep, it's down. The LEDs are lit. Close the door. And it goes back up. So what we'll do now to install the step, we're going to open the door. And then you can either unplug the wiring harness from that motor and close the door so you can work on it, or do it with the door open. I'm going to go down there, unplug it, so I can close the door, and that will stay down. And then we can put the step on. Okay, we have the side step flipped over, and now we're going to put 4 carriage bolts on each side of this step so we can mount it to the linkages. Then put 4 more down on that side. Now we'll flip it over and try to line up the bolts. There we go, got 1 nut and washer on. I will say this is probably one of the more difficult parts of the install, just trying to keep this flat against the step here to get the nut and washer on. This is a little tricky. These are 10 millimeter. Just take some patience lining it up and then holding it down with your hand and putting the hardware on. If you have a friend with you, it might be helpful to have them press on the step or stand on it while tightening these fasteners. It's pretty tricky doing it alone, but it is possible. And once you get the first one started, you can tighten it and draw it all in. We got all 8 nuts tightened on the step here. The hardware attaching the bracket to the truck is still loose. So what we're gonna do now is open and close the door a few times, get this going through its cycles to where it wants to naturally be, and then we'll unplug it again and leave the step down and tighten the hardware, mounting it to the truck. Now I'm gonna unplug the harness here. Watch out. With the harness unplugged, the step will stay down with the door closed, and then we'll tighten the hardware securing the bracket to the truck. All right, just do this to the bracket on the rear, and then repeat this whole process for the passenger side, and then you can tidy up your wiring.